a blanket, sit on a chair or couch, whatever feels right and comfortable for you. Then take a breath in slowly, all the way down into your belly. And feel that this breath expands your abdomen. Keep the breath in for a few moments and then release it slowly, letting your muscles relax and become soft. And do this again, gently inhaling, holding the breath, and then exhaling. And then imagine that you are inhaling energy, like a light, bringing this light into your body, letting it, as you're holding your breath, find all the places in your cells to bring more lightness and ease inside. And as you slowly exhale, you just feel that all the stress, all the tension, and all the stagnant energy that no longer serves you gets released. Bring more light into your body for the next 3 breaths, focusing on filling first your chest and your upper body, all the way down your arms and the tips of your fingers. Let it go. And then inhaling down into your lower body, from your pelvis all the way down to the tips of your toes. Hold. Let the energy of light circulate. Exhale. And then finally focus on bringing this light into your head, all the way up into your head to the tips of your hair. Hold. Let it circulate. Lighten up your mind and relax. Now let your breath return to its natural, comfortable rhythm. And imagine for a moment that you are in your favorite place in nature. Maybe somewhere you have been, or somewhere you just imagine how wonderful it would be to be. And as you are looking around in that place, pay attention to the colors you see. Notice the sounds you hear, the temperature on your skin. Is there a scent in the air? Maybe you taste even how delicious the air feels. And then notice the time of the day. Now in your imagination, find a spot where you can just sit or lay down. Maybe it's a chair, a blanket, or you just choose to lean against a tree. You can close your eyes and just breathe slowly and deeply, once more letting yourself become more and more relaxed. And then I would like you to notice that you can communicate with your heart. You could even imagine to place your hand on your heart and breathe into this powerful place within. And as you're breathing into your heart, spend a moment of gratitude to all that your heart has been providing you with. Not only your physical heart that kept you alive faithfully, day in and day out, but also the emotional and energetic heart, the seat of your truth, the source of your love. That center of who you are that guides you with clarity, intuition, and also compassion along this journey of life. Spend a moment to give thanks to that place within you that, like a faithful friend, always supports you, always provides you comfort and shelter, always holds you in the knowledge that you are not alone. Your heart is always there for you. And as you are leaning into your heart and feeling even more relaxed as you notice its rhythm and its invitation to be more connected to it, simply ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? Do you feel calm, relaxed, and at ease? Or do you feel still there is a little tension somewhere? There's maybe a spot of heaviness. Or maybe there is a void that you can detect in an area of your body or your mind. Just take note without judgment, without having to change anything about it. Just see this as the baseline, the starting point of your exploration. And then next in your mind, walk through the last few days and revisit areas and situations in your life. And notice that maybe an event or a person still carries an emotional charge for you. So you ask yourself, how do I feel about this situation or this person? And how do I feel about myself in regard to this situation or person? And if you don't immediately recognize the emotion, just notice the sensations in your body as they are changing. Maybe your shoulders or your belly tightens up. Maybe your chest feels heavy or your body appears all of a sudden drained of its energy. Give these sensations a name. So if you feel tense and tight, but aren't exactly sure what the emotion really might be, you could just begin connecting to the emotion by saying, I feel tense and tight. Well, tension is a word that can encompass many feelings. So to better identify that emotion, you can dig a bit deeper and ask yourself, I feel tense when I'm thinking about this person or situation because. And maybe the answer will be, because I feel small, judged, under pressure or anxious. This will give you already very important information about what caused and triggered this emotion in the first place. Now imagine your mind is like a diamond with many beautiful cut facets. Each of those facets represents a part of your mind that provides you with a specific task or information or resource. And therefore, these many different parts, you can comfortably fulfill so many different roles in different stages in your life. There is a facet of a son or daughter, a student, a friend, a spouse, a partner, a parent, an entrepreneur, an employee. You can see the list goes on. All of those parts of your mind have information about how to go through life and how to reach your goals in regards to that particular role. Now there is a part of your mind which has been creating the emotion that you just detected. And again, it may be the emotion of feeling small, insignificant, anxious or insecure. And this part of your mind may have done this many times before. Visualize this part of your mind as a smaller version of yourself that for some reason responds to certain situations or people, to certain triggers with that emotional charge. Ask this part why it has been feeling this way. Why has it been feeling tense or small or anxious or whatever emotion you detected? Ask this part what it would like you to pay attention to. And what it would like you to do or not to do in order to feel better and be able to release this emotional charge. Just take your time and patiently listen to the messages that bubble from deep inside as words, insights, or just sensations. And as you are communicating with your emotions in that way, you notice that they are information from your mind that just want to be acknowledged. Especially those emotions that are still lingering around, even though the events that caused them in the first place are long gone. But there is still something, whether it's a question, a confusion, an alert, or some deeper message that part of you that has created the emotion still wants to convey to you. Now, as you're facing this part of you that is creating these emotions, you no longer are identifying yourself with these emotions. You no longer feel that they can be overwhelming or that they are all that you are. Instead, you see that they are just a small aspect of your entire being, and that you can be the steward, the guide, the mentor, the teacher that helps that part of you that still creates those emotions, maybe based on old beliefs or an old program from the past. You can help that part of you to grow to heal, and to eventually no longer need to create those emotions to those old triggers. Once you have all the information you need and you feel more clear, calm, and also empowered, help this part of you, help your mind to release the residual emotional charge by visualizing the emotion that you felt in the area of your body where you noticed maybe a tension or a heaviness, by simply imagining that the emotion has a certain shape in that area of your body, maybe round, square, or triangle, or it cannot be really described, that shape. Notice the weight, the size, and the color. And then take in your imagination a paintbrush and smoothly paint over the emotion the most soothing and calming color. And once the emotion is covered with that blanket of soothing color, notice that every emotion has a little valve that is located on the right side. That valve is like the valve of a beach ball. So open that valve, and as you open it, imagine that you now release the pressure and the energy of the emotion. You can even hear a little sound coming from that old emotional charge. Inhale, and as you exhale, make that sound of release. Noticing how the area of that old emotion gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it has the size of a little tiny marble. And now you can take the very small residual emotional charge into your hands and place it into a box, or bury it under a tree, or simply give it over to the sea. And once the emotion has been released from your body, you can choose to replace it with a very soothing, healing, or happy emotion. An energy that you know from the past made you always feel more joyful, more peaceful, or just in general, more content with life. Visualize the emotion also with a shape, a color, a certain size, and then gently let that emotion fill the area of your body where you held before that old emotion that you have released. Once that new positive emotion is settled in, you have shown yourself that you truly are the creator of your emotional state, that your emotions are listening to you just as much as you can listen to them. You have shown to yourself that you can choose how you want to feel, but also that you don't want to simply ignore, dismiss, or avoid your feelings, but pay attention to what they need, to the messages they have for you, and the opportunities they provide you with. Because once your head and your heart are starting to listen to each other and work with each other, everything is possible for you, and life only becomes more joyful, meaningful, and fulfilling every day. And then bring your attention back to your heart, back to your light within, and then back to the surroundings that you right now are in, feeling the surface underneath your body, noticing sounds around you, starting to imagine the room you're in when you open your eyes. Open your eyes. Welcome back.